Five Nights at Freddy's. If you clicked on this video, chances are you already know what Five Nights at Freddy's is. And even if you don't... Wait, that doesn't make any sense, never mind. Chances are you already know what Five Nights at Freddy's is. The first game came out in 2014, it was made by Scott Cawthon, and it sold really well. And it went viral on the internet, because people like Markiplier played it and stuff.
Was that the bite of 87?
And then a ton of other games were released, and it's incredible how far FNaF has come. We have a movie coming out in October. As of this recording, the DLC for Security Breach is coming out in a week. That's pretty crazy. I'm gonna have to get this video out before then because that's gonna add a lot of new lore, and that's gonna mess with this video because this video is all about modern Five Nights at Freddy's lore. By the way, this video is not scripted at all, so I'm just gonna be going off on a rant, and you're gonna have to sit here and listen to it. So yeah, let's get into it. Oh my god! Okay, so you probably know the original FNaF lore. You got this guy named William Afton, he kills a ton of kids, he puts them in animatronics, their souls go into the animatronics, and they go not happy because they were killed. And then William Afton gets chased by the ghost of the dead children. He hides inside of a springlock suit. Look it up on YouTube, because I'm not explaining what it is. And it's raining, and it activates the spring locks, and he dies. And his corpse is inside of the bunny. He's called Springtrap, and he's evil, and tries to kill you in Five Nights at Freddy's 3. Fun fact, Five Nights at Freddy's 3 takes place this year. It takes place in 2023. I'm pretty sure Pizzeria Simulator also takes place in 2023.
Connection terminated.
That's not what we're talking about. Today, we're going to talk about the state of the modern FNaF lore. Chances are I'm gonna get a lot of this lore wrong, so let me know in the comments, just correct me on whatever. So first off, when I say modern, I'm talking about from Help Wanted to present day, I guess. Which is only 2 games, but it has an abundance of lore. It's actually crazy how much lore is in those 2 games. So, first of all, we see William Afton, or what we thought was William Afton, I'll get to that later. We see him twice, once in each game. So in Help Wanted, he appears as a glitch trap, which is supposedly like a computer virus that is William Afton. So basically, Help Wanted is a VR game, even in the universe of the games. And the people working on the VR game were sent some circuit boards that they were told to scan into the game, and they scanned it in to cut corners because they're cheap. I mean, what would you expect?
They sent us that stuff in the first place with no explanation, told us to scan it, said it would expedite the process so we wouldn't need to program any pathfinding ourselves. It was just junk, circuit boards and things like that. Somehow though, there was usable code on some of it. It seemed to take hold by itself. Things started changing. But then, he started appearing.
And unfortunately, those circuit boards contained a glitch trap, who is William Afton, and I guess, again, technically, he's not William Afton. We'll get to that later, okay? So, we see him physically, again, in Security Breach as Burntrap, which apparently is not his canon name, which is interesting. Burntrap is essentially Springtrap, and he survived being burned twice, somehow, except... here's where we get to the juicy lore stuff. Basically, he's not William Afton. He's a robot. So basically, we have to talk about a Tales from the Pizzaplex story called The Mimic. Basically, you got this guy named Edwin who appears to be a parallel to Henry, and he's got a son, and he doesn't have a lot of time to take care of his son because he doesn't have a lot of money, so he has to do a lot of work. And because he has to do work pretty much all the time, he can't take care of his son. So he makes a program called Mimic 1. It's a program that basically mimics whatever behavior it sees, hence the name Mimic 1. So he basically has the program running on an endoskeleton, and he has it mimic him so it can take care of his kid for him. However, one day his kid decides to run into the street and die. Edwin gets incredibly mad and starts brutally beating up the endoskeleton running Mimic 1. But something I forgot to say before that, Fazbear Entertainment made a ton of mimics called Mimic 2. And essentially, those are apparently the Glamrock endoskeletons, so all the Glamrock animatronics are running the Mimic 2 program. Eventually, some people working for Fazbear Entertainment are sent to retrieve the Mimic, like the original Mimic. However, it's still mimicking Edwin's like aggressive behavior, so it kills them. So yeah, apparently, Glitch Trap and Burn Trap are both the Mimic. Apparently, the circuit boards that were sent to put into the VR game contained the Mimic program, and it's mimicking William Afton, which is why it takes the form of a bunny, because William Afton is like a bunny. So that kind of explains that, but then you're thinking about Burn Trap. Burn Trap is like a physical thing. And it's confusing because Burn Trap looks a lot like Springtrap and Scraptrap, the two previous versions of William Afton that we see in the games. So how? A big giveaway is that the endoskeleton is different from the endoskeleton of Springtrap and Scraptrap. It's most likely one of the Glamrock endoskeletons running the Mimic program. And I guess it's the same version of the Mimic program that's Glitch Trap? I don't know. I think that's the only thing that makes sense. So you're probably wondering, well, what about the corpse? How is there a corpse there if it's just the Mimic? Well, it's all answered in this. This is Tiger Rock, and it answers all of our questions in the epilogue. So you know the Stitch Wrath epilogues from Fazbear Frights, the other book series? Well, Tales from the Pizzaplex also has epilogues based around the Mimic, and in the epilogue from this one, it is explained that, here, I'll just read it to you. So basically the corpse is a teenage girl named Kelly. Yeah, it's not William. It's really confusing. Hey, you. Sorry for the abrupt ending, but that was pretty much all I wanted to say. I managed to get this done before Ruin comes out. It comes out in 2 days. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe. I'm thinking of making some more FNaF content. If you have any suggestions for FNaF content that you want to see, make sure to let me know in the comments below. Wow. Alright, thanks for watching.